from the 30. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Dances by at the 20. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling their gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, Purdy. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Purdy now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. To return is Taylor. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
This one caught by Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
70 yards.
And the Bengals are once again back in front. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
A final shot before break. Purdy looking deep for Jennings. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Let's roll.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He gets this one to Boyd. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
11 MT paint.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
Here we go.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
Burrow will throw. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Burrow on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. On first down, it's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. On second down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On the delay, it's Mixon, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
and he can't get rid of it, he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
On 2. 11.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarter.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball.
And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
On two, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what?
They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 1, ready?
From midfield now, Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On 1, ready?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. try a jet sweep here with Higgins.
He will push his way down to about the 14. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go. Here we go.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Mitchell Wilcox
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Get set.
Six nothing our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
On 1, ready?
Here's Burrow.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out, and he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Purdy now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
An explosive run. You can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The kick by Gold is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Finding room at midfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
This is Mixon on the draw. A solid stiff arm. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
On 1, ready?
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown!
Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A final shot before break. Purdy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here, and in 11, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Burrow on first down.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On one, right?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 13-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers.
These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
His first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
45 yards.
And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. It seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he still got it.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The Bengals into their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done Challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, running a quick slant or something like that.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Mixon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here we go, here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.